Hamster News. Hello, I am DrHamster and welcome to Hamster News. For our top news story today, we're going to do an in-depth look of the Church of GoG to answer some simple questions. Is it a cult? Is there a humanitarian crisis going on there? And is the church's philosophy even righteous or correct? So for starters, the Church of GoG was created by a player named GoG on the Apollo server, who has his family ties to the owner. Since then, he has amassed great wealth due to turning the church into a company, specializing in iron. The headquarters for the church is in the Fantasy District at the GoG Cathedral Church, built by Hamster Inc. for an active charity, only being priced for 15 diamonds for tax. That is so Hamster Inc. And that message was brought by Hamster Inc. so they don't look guilty in this. So, is it a cult? We'll get on with that in today. Okay. Well, according to Google Dictionary of a cult is a system of religious veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object, or a relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarded by others as strange or sinister. With those two definitions in our place, our team of experts, me, have concluded that yes, the Church of God is really the Cult of GoG. This is because the church worships an entity called GoG, which is GoG, but not GoG. It's worshipping himself. He's basically saying, follow me, and you'll be saved. The cult has recently been accused of having humanitarian crisis inside the walls of the church, with allegations that GoG is breeding villagers and putting them into slavery to serve as his following and army. With more on this, we go to an interview with Yellow, the head of Yellow Inc., friend of the White Pumpkin, and someone who's recently broken into the cult and recorded the crisis. Hamster, with the interview, we're going to you. Thanks, Hamster. Now, here's the interview with Yellow. So, Yellow, is it true that you have infiltrated the church?
Uh, I mean, I have my sources, but yes.
That is great. Alright, so, have your sources produced any video evidence of the humanitarian crisis, or are we going just off of words here? Because we need to double check our claims.
Well, tonight, I'm planning on infiltrating again, so... And I'm also gonna get it on video.
Alright.
I will. And there's also other videos that I have.
Okay.
Yes. Just yes.
Alright. Now, now, on
Oh my
GoG, how do
gosh.
you know him? Like, our interviewees have shown like a connection because there has been video of him flying, which means operator status. How has he gotten that?
I mean, you know the White Pumpkin, right?
Yes, we know the White Pumpkin well and dear.
Well, I mean, some may say that GoG is the offspring of the White Pumpkin. And, you know, most times with offspring, the genes get passed down. And
So
that's how that
some form
happened.
of operator thing. Well,
Yeah.
the GOG has been acting like he has a church for months, so why act now, do you think, on trying to conquer?
Well, I mean, to be honest, if he's trying to conquer the world, I don't think he's really gonna do it. There's not much to conquer.
Yeah, no, there really isn't. But what do you think has made him have aspirations now?
He's obsessed with himself.
Alright, that is very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Any final remarks do you have about GOG?
Just all I'm saying is we just need the White Pumpkin here. He hasn't been seen in like a long time. So hopefully he's okay. But we need him.
Yeah, that is very interesting. Now, some people may say that you are the White Pumpkin due to the fact that, like GoG, you are the only one who actively promotes him. Do you accept or deny those claims?
Um, you know, I mean, um, uh,
All right, that was the interview with Yellow. Back to you, Hamster. Those allegations are quite shocking. We're going to have to keep on the look for, as this is a continuing story. We have breaking news on the Church of GoG also. For the Church of GoG has declared war on Yellow and DrHamster, and he tries to ban fireworks, strangely enough. But then he surrenders to Hamster. The next day, well, with more details on this strange thing, we go to our reporter outside of the church right now. We go to you, Hamster. Thanks, Hamster. Well, currently, there is a riot going outside of the Church of GoG. If our cameras will move on in and open up the gate, cause, yeah, there seems to be absolute riot. It seems like people from DrHamster have are rioting outside of the church for the evil humanitarian crisis going inside the border, which we currently cannot see due to the strict ban of hamster, anything to do with hamster or yellow inside of these walls. Slave. But as we can see here, GoG says he wants all to be well. GoG does not enslave but freeze. Well, will this be the truth? We'll find out. But as we can see, through the slight gap of while the door was open, peering out to what is currently happening on the hamster reports, we saw there were villagers walking around. Are those the enslaved people? Well, we're gonna have to get in the deep through. What the hell? We are broken opening up the door. As we can see, GoG is currently slaying people. GoG is not the good person we thought he was. GoG, we have caught on camera slaying his own followers. As a blood ritual sacrifice, who knows? Currently, I now need to get out of here because this is worse than we thought. Only hamster drones are allowed to legally look into the GoG situation right now. So hamster drone 1 flying around is now going in to peer into what is going on. As we can see through the windows clear as day, GoG is doing something. What that is, we don't know because our drones are very bad at getting a consistent look. But as we can see, he's continuing to kill his own followers for some reason. So obviously, and look at that. How many villagers are in there? We don't know. But is that lava? Is that lava right there? What is he doing with lava? This is getting creepy. Back to you, Hamster. We need to get out of here really quickly before he takes us out with any form of thing. Well, you saw the footage there, folks. This story keeps getting more and more deadly. Well, why has GoG banned fireworks, as I said earlier? Well, we were going to have our interviewee and reporter on the scene explain, but it seems like I have to do that myself now due to dangerous working conditions. Well, quite simple. They can do this. That is something GoG does not want people to have, which is quite the daily thing. As we load it up again and shoot, as you can see, particles going everywhere. When GoG is in creative, that seems to be the only thing that can stop him. So that is Very, very interesting. So remember, kids, if you want to stay safe, get yourself a crossbow and some fireworks, preferably with multi-shot. Therefore, you can shoot down GoG. Now, what about the whole declaring war? Well, the hamster and yellow on a live stream infiltrate the church first time to see what is going on, this is where the claims of a humanitarian crisis get alerted. GoG, seeing this, and obviously not wanting them to report, has declared a war on them, and then realizes his fatal mistake after talking to a hamster, well, let's say, diplomat. And he then says, I surrender because GoG does not have wars. He annihilates, which is quite very scary. So, that is bad. Now, quite finally, we'd like to talk about for our final bit on the Church of GoG about his philosophy. What exactly does his philosophy in the church entail? So you can know if you want to join it for any future people who are interested in the church's things. So it's quite simple. By joining the church, it is said that you will be able to be part of a community, and the community will serve the Church of GoG and help each other out. Those are the baseline claims. Now, he says that GoG is all and everything is GoG. Second thing, a part of it. And we've discussed before that GoG is himself. Quite similarly to views of other cults and religious values in the real world. So, I say this with an atheist look, to be perfectly honest. I'm just gonna give up the reporting accent. What I'm about to say next is, without any actual valid claim, this is more spiritual thing, so who the hell knows what happens after life and death, but I'm pretty sure nothing happens, you're just dead. So, that's the atheist look, of course. But, should we discard, GoG's sayings and teachings? Well, this is now where I put back on my profiles. Yes, we should definitely discard GoG's words and voice for now, for he has not put in writing. It's currently in bumble jumbled, like, things on screens. Like, come on, he needs to put it in writing. So, to recap, the Church of GoG is really the Cult of GoG, and it is a company, mega company, and a cult to make money. With the mega company's newfound wealth, he has amassed a army of allegedly slaves, and has been seen killing them for punishment, so to say. Now, those are very shocking allegations. But, even more, the Church of GoG is a pseudo-religion, a religion created in a game. If you really want to join, go ahead to any server members, but be warned that bad things will probably happen. So, that is the in-depth look in the Church of GoG. Till next time, DrHamster with Hamster News. See you later. This is where in the part where the credits would roll, so I'm just gonna say them. Dr. Hamster, Reporter Hamster, Interviewee Hamster, Yellow, GoG. There we go, all the credits. And why is GoG in the credits? Well, we saw him killing things. Well, see you later.